The most common questions I get in Madden is, Geezy, how did you get better at Madden? And what took your game to the next level? How do I beat this coverage stuff? Geezy, how do I dot this up? Etc. I get all these questions, right? And in this video, I'm going to give you guys 3 simple tips that's going to take your guys' game to the next level. Not even just this Madden, but in Maddens to come, next Madden, the following Madden. As long as it stays on the same engine, these are going to pretty much work year in and year out. Since we have no more pretty much comp tournaments anymore, they're kind of slowing down. A lot of the comp players have stopped playing. We're going to kind of focus more towards teaching you guys how to get better at Madden and just pretty much preparing for the next Madden. But if you guys have been enjoying the videos, man, hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe. Also, like the video, man. Check out the Twitch. Link will be down below. And let's get straight into our first tip. If you guys like my scheme that I'm running in these videos, make sure you guys head over to EliteMadden.com where you can purchase my ebook. It's $15. You want to go to the tips and ebooks section and then go down to where it says Go Geezy's Jets Offense. $15 if you guys want to run the exact same scheme that I run in these YouTube videos. So pretty much our first tip is going to be kind of 2 tips in the one, but it's going to be focused on the defensive end. It's going to be focused on coverage and a little bit of blitzing. So our first one is going to be make sure you guys blitz your user. So if you guys aren't already, make sure you guys get to using a linebacker and put a safety at that linebacker's position unless you have lurk artist, which is a mutt ability. So if you guys play regs, user is safety. If you guys are playing mutt, you guys can use lurk artist at your middle linebacker spot. But if you don't have lurk artist, I would put a safety there. But you guys are going to want to blitz your user, and you guys may ask why we blitz our users. So in a scenario like this, or just it can be you dropping in coverage, it could be you blitzing everybody, it really doesn't matter. This helps no matter what. Let's just say in this case we are sending 5. If we blitz our user like this, the O-line is going to pick it up as a send 6 when we hover to get our blitz to come in. If we're sending 3 and we blitz our user, the O-line picks it up as a send 4, and we're going to get better sheds that way. So if you guys ever wondered why your opponent may be shedding more than you are, is because you are not blitzing your user and it's not counting as many people as you should have that are rushing. So that's going to be our first part of the tip. And then our second part of the tip is going to be make sure you guys, when are blitzing, we are in DB Fire, which is one of the best blitzes in Madden 24. It's been a really good blitz last year in Madden 22, and even the following year. DB Fire has, pretty much ran Madden the past couple years, but you want to make sure you guys pass commit. Now, you guys are going to give up the run, so I would not recommend the pass commit on a 1st and 10, a 2nd and short, but in a for sure, passing down, or if your opponent is going to pass 100%, I would pass commit. Now, the reason why you're going to want to pass commit is because, let's just say your opponent is in like a trips tight end and there's a popular play called PA slot corner, which is a play action play, or PA seams is another popular play. What that does, it's going to dumb out your blitzers, where your blitzers are going to actually run into the O lineman, or they're going to follow the running back instead of hitting the quarterback for an easy sack. Now, if we pass commit like we are right now, if they do have a play action play, our blitzers aren't going to fall for that play action. They're not going to run towards the middle. They're actually going to still go for the quarterback, and we're going to be able to get an easy sack for about -10 to 15 yards. But we're going to take everything that I pretty much said right here, we're going to take it and we're going to apply it right now. So this is DB Fire, and this is how we make sure every blitz is good. If your blitz can scream against 5 wide, it's pretty much going to scream first almost everything. Obviously if someone blocks the running back, but this is the first test. If it screams first 5 wide, it's going to have a little bit of potential. So right here, we are pass committed. Our user is blitzed. Right here, we're going to make sure we user everything. Right there, they did get the ball off, but if we go over the instant replay, when it gives me a second, go to instant replay just right here. As you can see, our slot corner actually comes off the edge right there as intended. Our send quote unquote 6 came free. The left guard had no idea who he was supposed to get, and Brock Purdy throws it as he's getting hit. But that is going to be our first tip. Our second tip is going to be 2 tips in the one, and it's going to be highballing, also / free forming and pass leading. Now, highballing has been really popular these past 2 years, and I'm going to show you guys right here because it is very low risk. Words are tough, and very high reward. So when you highball it, the defenders are not really reacting to the ball. They can't get up there, and you have no repercussions. You're not going to drop the ball. Nothing dumb is going to happen to you, and this has been really good to get, especially over certain zone drops. And right here, I'm going to show you guys. So Fred Warner is going to be playing over the middle, and he is going to be guarding McCole Hardman. And when we use this high ball mechanic, we're going to be able to high ball over Fred Warner and make an easy 30-yard pass to this crossing route to McCole Hardman, who is also a very short receiver, just like this right here. he is guarding that. We high ball it just right over Fred Warner. If we low pass that, Fred Warner is going to jump up and pick that. So high balling is really good. And then we're also going to have free forming as well too. So free forming is also really good in Madden. My freeform settings, I will drop those in the comments down below if you guys want to know those freeform settings. I would work your way up to that. Everybody starts at about 7 out of 20 placement and accuracy, and then also on near. So you guys can also start on that and work your way up to 20 out of 20 reticle speed. I think it's the best freeform in the game. You can throw some insane passes right here. But I'm going to freeform this crosser right here. I'm going to freeform it late. Right here, we're able to freeform it, and we're going to be able to get a nice, easy rack catch out of bounds. And if we were to regularly pass that just upwards, DBs are going to be able to come down to that ball. But if you guys are not pass leading / freeforming, make sure you guys do that in this Madden and also in the next one. And then our final tip, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the video and also subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are struggling with. I can make videos on that. Put all your suggestions down in the comments below. But our last and final tip is going to be read progressions. That's a huge thing that is asked in my Twitch chat all the time, is what are your read progressions? How do you know what to read? And a lot of the time, I'm going to look at the defense first. So right here, I'm able to tell this is zone. How can I tell this is zone? You can tell in two ways. One way is that if they were in man coverage, there'd be 3 receivers lined up on the bunch side where Travis Kelce, McCole Hardman, and Rashid Rice are on the left hand side, but there is not 3 people lined up right directly in front of them. And also I can tell from my solo receivers. So on the solo receiver, if they are in man coverage, they are going to be playing on the inside. They're going to be playing. So if we look at MVS's jersey, he's number 11. So he's the outside corner currently is on the second one on his jersey. If they were in man coverage, he would be on the first one towards the O-line. That's how I would know they're in man coverage. But I see that they're in zone coverage. So now I know what defense they are in. Then second, when I'm going through my read progressions, let's say double post is a very popular play. I always look for my first read, which is going to be a check down. So in double post, it would be Travis Kelce for me. All right, I'm going to look to see if I can throw him off rip. If I can throw him off rip like I can right here, I'm going to throw it. I'm going to make sure that I take my check downs. I want my guaranteed yards, because if I wait any longer, it leads to me getting a throw out, a sack, interception. They could get a lucky shed. And I could get sacked. My routes can also bump, so that's not going to let me be able to throw the ball. I've just totally messed that up right there, but we're going to rock with it anyways. So I always look for my check down first. I start with my check down, which is going to be Travis Kelce. So then I'm going to make my way back to the middle of the field. So once I go from Kelce, I'm more than likely going to look for Pacheco. Is Pacheco down low to make that quick check down? If Pacheco's there to make that, I'm going to take that quick check down. All right. And then I also have McCole Hardman on a drag too. So once I make the read from Kelce to Pacheco, then I'm going to go from McCole Hardman. I want to make sure I go through all my checkdowns to start. Then I'm going to start looking for MVS. I'm going to look for Rashid Rice on that deep post. And there's really no particular order, as long as you have an order that you're going to make sure you make your reads to. So right here, I'm going to look through my checkdowns. Right here, I can throw Isaiah Pacheco right there. I also could have thrown McCole Hardman right there. I saw both of those guys were open, but Pacheco was my second progression in this play, so I threw it to Pacheco. Now let's just say all these guys are covered. My next progression is going to be, again, my deep routes, which is Rashid Rice or MVS. All right, I've seen that the defense is in cover 4. This has been random defense. This is probably going to be a different coverage. We're going to go with this as cover 4 right here, so I should be able to throw Rashid Rice over the middle. I have enough time to make an easy read to Rashid Rice with that post. So what I pretty much I'm trying to get to you guys is make sure you guys read your checkdowns first, and then have just set progressions that you guys are looking for. If you see something in the previous play, you can go back and you can make that read the next time you call that play. But that is going to be the video. Hopefully this helped you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button, also subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one.